Welcome back once again, everyone. We are here live for our fantastic premiere of our Division II lineup. William Stewart here, Sean Green alongside me, and Nick Teixeira in the background. Welcome to the CSC Challenger Series. How's it going, Sean?
Buddy, I am excited for Division II. It does not matter who's playing week to week. There's no favorites. There's just are no favorites. From 1 to 32. Let me throw out this fact right away, okay? Because it's ridiculous. We have 32 guys in Division II. The NPR separation between number 1 and number 32 is a 4.46 to a 4.20. So a 0.26 difference between 1 to 32. Any one of them can win on any given night, and I cannot wait.
No, I can't wait either. I mean, we're talking some fantastic darters, some people that we've seen in the CSC Challenger Series before, whether it be Division I and or Division II. So some people that we've seen on the bill before, some new players as well. I'm looking forward to tonight's action between our two competitors.
I cannot agree more. I mean, let's talk. This is week 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, Division 1. Let's just say it got off to a bang on Monday night, buddy. Recapping a little bit for you, we got Holy Maloney. Mike Maloney has the highest average of week 1 so far, a 5.85. Great math on Monday night there, Will. NPR beating Donald Spencer 9-2.
Great math is, I think it was what, 1.02 off, maybe I think it's an 8.3. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Hey, that's close enough. Yeah, just some impressive stuff from Mike in that first match. Great to have him back in the mix of the CSC Challenger Series as a previous winner. So I don't know. I mean, that's a force to be reckoned with, if any. But
it is.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
Let's talk 2 more storylines from Monday night. Sorry, I have to.
Do it.
How about Leonard being Leonard, right? Soldier started his title defense in straight legs, averaging a 5.54 NPR and winning 9-0 against Eric Lucky. That's well, can't start off more perfect than that. Right?
No, you can't. And I didn't look at the average there for Eric, but who knows how much pressure there was on Gates. Obviously, a 9-0 scoreline, that's eye popping. But I'm sure Eric was giving it a go. But we know Gates can be Gates, and he just picks it up when he needs to. So yeah, starting off the title reign, looking for number 3 potentially. We'll see if he can do it.
Yeah, Leonard actually had 2 legs in the 4s, but he had 6 legs in the 6s. So I guess you'll take the 2 4s.
Yeah.
The final storyline from Monday night is a doozy. How about Edwards upsetting Henze? John Edwards pulls off a huge week 1 upset, defeating Rick Henze 9-7. Remember, Henze's the 2-time defending finalist, and now he'll have to run through the loser side of the bracket if he wants to potentially win his first CSC Division I title.
That's a crazy thought. I mean, we all know that Rick's been kind of on a tear of late, but I mentioned it in the previous CSC. I said, watch out for John. John's a talented individual. If he sparks, if he hits that spark, man, he can catch fire, and then he can just run away with things. So that old Correctionville, Iowa native here, looking for a few more CSC wins. We'll see if he can do it, whether it be on that loser side or winner side. But right now, he's chugging along on that winner side. We'll see if he can maintain. But
all right, buddy.
How about tonight? What do we got for tonight?
Let's talk it. We got Francisco kicks Alcala from Youngtown, Arizona. And he's, of course, playing out of one of our all-time favorite dart bars in Phoenix, Arizona, the Bullshooters Saloon, or the Bullshooters in Arizona. It's awesome. He's averaging a 4.34, so right there kind of in the middle of the pack on the NPR. And then you have Terry Dalton from Overland, Missouri, playing at South 94 Bistro, one of our other favorite venues here. So we're actually going to have Nick DeShera jumping back and forth between locations tonight, and I cannot be more excited than I am right now for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the back and forth action here. South 94, they get down when it comes to darts. They got the soft tip and steel tip action going on, a massive league going on there, and blind draws as well. But the same can be said down there at Bullshooters. They got a nice bar down there as well. They had the Arizona Open this past weekend down there.
At the location because it's so big.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. So we'll see if these two individuals can bring it this evening. I'm looking forward to a great match. As going into this match is a 4.33 for Alcala and then a 4.24 for Terry Dalton. So some close averages.
Yeah, 0.10 difference is not a lot, right? So we're gonna see some good darts here, and that trip 20 comes in at the very last second before it switches over. So Terry's gotta stay straight and hit a trip 20. There's a trip 20. Now he's gotta hit something else.
Gets it done. Big darts. Oh, here we go. It'll be Terry to start us off here. And our race to 9 cricket battle, our Division 2 premiere.
Okay, calm down here, Facebook. Sorry. We had a little boo-boo on our stream last night, and it's connected to my account, so now it's yelling at me that I can't go live for a couple hours. But guess what? I'm not live. Well, I am, but like they don't need to know that, you know? That's for you and me to know, and for everyone else in the chat. Hey, I want to give a huge shout out to those that are in the chat here. Jeremy, Jacob Worthley has been here since the very get-go. Dan Arrowwood from Big Bend, Wisconsin. Of course, Fodder over there on YouTube. One of my students chiming or talking. I love it. Scuba Steve got his big win on Monday night as well. Heather Fuller, of course. And excited for all this, man. Donald Puller from Fishers. Love to see it. Brian Henry now just saying hey. But how about this? Division 2 getting off to a fun start. A 5.5 from Terry, a 4.0 for Kicks, as this is Kicks thrown right here at Bullshooter. Doesn't look as packed as we are used to seeing. However, South 94 is looking about as packed. You can see how far over Terry throws from.
Yeah, that is massively far over to the right side.
Also, I have to wonder how staggered that second board is. That's got to be crazy.
So actually, to kind of give you some context for South 94, the two boards next to it, I believe, are steel tip boards. That's why they're staggered a little different, if I'm not mistaken.
What do we got there, Sean?
I don't know.
That was a boom goes a dynamite for you, buddy.
Oh, you're the boom guy. I forgot.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and say it for you. Why not?
Hey, how about a fire shot there from Francisco Alcala, and gets himself right back into the leg. But Terry holding court at the higher ground so far. But here's the opportunity for Francisco. That's beautiful dart. I love his throw. You love his throw?
You know who he looks like?
Who?
Danny Baggish.
On the throw?
just this angle looks like a top-word version of it. Danny Baggish.
A little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and let that gentleman know.
Ooh, we even got the Zoom feature featured tonight.
Oh, hello. Let's get the focus going now. Hey. Rattling in.
Trying my best to show the steel tip boards to the side there, but unfortunately these cameras are not super snippy with the zoom.
I love it. Snowmageddon going on in Wisconsin right now. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh no, I did not see that.
It's a heat wave where I am. I think the high temperature was 70 today in Indiana. I think it broke records.
Someone said it snowed in Vegas today, and I was like, what? What? Huh?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it. Hey, if you've never watched this before, let's go over the specific format before we get too far into this bad boy, right? It's a double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance, players will cork to start the last leg decider, and those are always fun and entertaining. And to be honest, Division 2, I'm expecting it more often than not with how close these averages are.
Yeah, we're gonna get some death matches here. Is almost, I would say, I think we're gonna get some drawn out matches that go the distance. But you gotta love to hear that if you're a dart fiend like us.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The first week back, the CSC is definitely taking some time to get adjusted. But boom goes the dynamite there for Francisco Alcala. It's only an 8 mark. Well, I made up for the last one.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I guess we'll consider it.
At least I almost got it.
Did you guys see John Edwards also beat out Sugar Shane this week as well? They played a week ahead.
Yeah. How about them?
So I was wondering if they were playing a week ahead and why they would ever do that, John and Sugar, because maybe that could have been a match that we featured next week. So appreciate that.
Well, actually, I had a player call out another player in private message to say, hey, I want them on the stream. So our Division 1 match next week is going to be a little juicy.
Wow, we're taking that's interesting.
We're just accepting that. Yeah. Like what?
Oh, Terry. Oh, Terry. What is you doing, Terry? Back it up, Terry. You ever seen that video?
Yes. And I'm sure everybody at home is laughing right now at you.
Well, you had to throw it in at least one time. Hey, did you know that we have a little something extra sweet for you? Now until the end of the month, you can receive up to 50% off on select darts over a-zdarts.com, featuring signature barrels like Peter Wright, Scott Kirchner, Jeremiah Millar, and Gabrielle Clemens. Click the big sale banner on the homepage over a-zdarts.com. And A to Z Darts is sponsoring a live stream giveaway tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to a-zdarts.com. To enter, leave a comment in our Facebook chat and hit that like button for us. It's like straight cash, homie. Just use a-zdarts.com. Everyone needs their dart supplies.
Who doesn't love cash? Who doesn't love it? Terry searching for the 15s here. Does find the triple with his last dart. Currently, look at these averages, almost identical, 4.67 and a 4.73. Got to love it.
Wow, those are right on the wire of the 18. He needs a big trip here and doesn't get it. I'm telling you, he throws so smooth.
Well, if this is anything what we're going to see this evening, we may be in one of those death matches already just to start us off. This may be a grueler.
Bonjour, Mr. Richard.
Well, it is both their players' debut match, so that's going to be a big factor here as far as taking some time to get settled in. And from my understanding, they're both fairly uncomfortable with streaming and as far as the nerves. So I think the end of the match will kind of be a clear picture as far as their true ability and what we should expect to see out of them. Although they have been averaging very well so far.
I would say that nerves are going to be present for almost all of our CSC participants, other than a select few, maybe your Gates, your Maloney, that I bet you they still feel a little bit, but maybe not as much as these other individuals. And I think especially...
Sorry, I was going to say, I fully believe that Maloney being on the live stream on Monday night helped him out tremendously.
Really?
Because he lives in those moments, right? Like, he lives to prove people wrong live in the moment. And I think he took full advantage of being on the live stream on Monday night and used that to fire him up a little bit. And I think that can be some cases for some of the guys. That adrenaline rush actually makes you play better instead of worse every once in a while.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, especially with being Maloney. Yeah, I mean, moving with these guys, yeah, there's definitely got to be feeling a little bit of pressure when you see the numbers that have been coming across the screen here as far as viewership. We definitely appreciate all you folks joining us, whether it be on the USA Darts page or the Partners Promoting Darts platforms.
All right, Terry, going for an interesting look here.
Ooh.
Well, that'll work. But now kicks a shot at a 5 mark here to keep the lead, and we're in round 16 of 20, by the way.
Yeah, but say we're getting up there. This may be one of those matches this evening where it's going to be point.
He went for the Maloney double and actually throws a perfect dart at it, just wires it high on the 15s, and that is going to be the difference, I think, in this leg, bud. A millimeter.
Well, Terry, up by a hair here. And by the hair, I mean the hair on the chinny chin chin. Let's see if Alcala can
Double
put
bowl.
up some bowls. Yes.
Oh.
Do you still take the look here?
It's a darned if you do, darned if you don't type of situation, I think.
Exactly, because I mean, honestly, I think he made the right decision staying right there. Because if you take the look and go inside on the double or don't hit the triple, you're still leaving the door open.
He's got to stay there. There's no reason to move.
Yep.
Yeah. And we have our first 1,000-pointer of the season, bud.
Hey.
Week 1 of Division 2. Mark it down, leg number 1. And Francisco, a double bull away, will give him a chance at winning dart. Not going to do it, though. So now he's got to stay there and get the point lead back. Does
Big
that,
double.
and then some.
Big double with the last there.
Wow, and this is round 18, too. There's 2 more rounds left. So if I'm Terry, I'm not moving from the 15s no matter what. And Francisco, obviously, you're going to take a shot at it if you can.
Another 6 from Terry.
I don't know if you're. Yeah, you got to take the shot at it if you're Francisco, right? If you get the lead.
Oh yeah, you got to take the shot.
Here we go.
Take the shot.
And he's going to go double 15 if he does what he did last time. This is round 19 too. This is big moment, big huge moment right there, bud.
Hey, some guts there to take that shot. I think no matter what, you got to set the tone here. If you take that shot and you hit it, you're setting the tone.
Well, Terry's only got one job to do, and he 7 marks it. Does his job very well. But 4 bowls away from Francisco winning leg number 1. Oh, now he's got to be perfect. Yep, you see him. He knows how important that first dart was. The second dart, nope, not going to do it. And so Terry's going to win leg number 1.
So that proves to be a factor there. Should he have taken the shot at the double 15? Should he have stayed on the bull? One would be prone to say, hey, maybe you stay on the bull there. Give yourself a little bit more of a chance. Point it up a little bit, especially in that first round. But hey, it's the first leg here. Like I said, it could be a tone setter, but it also could be just one of those like, hey, this is how we're going to play.
Well, you know me. I don't disagree with you often. You got to go for the winning dart there. I just think that you do. If you hit it, it's over. If you miss it, the worst case scenario can happen, and it happened.
Hey, I didn't disagree with that one.
Okay.
I was all along with it. I was just letting them know like that's one of those moments that could sway you either way.
For sure. That you are dead on accurate there.
Young Buck, what are you going to bring to the table here? I want to hear it.
Well, I was just going to say, considering Alcala's position there, right? I mean, he's the last one to throw. So unless Terry Dalton was able to hit a 9 mark to get himself over 150 points, he should always take a look at that close on round 19 there. If not, he's asking for absolute perfection from Terry. If Terry hits anything less than perfect, he will still have it not chucked the next go round, and you could try to win it around early. I agree with the shot. Unfortunately, he didn't hit it.
So there we go. A little agreement in the background from Nick DeShera.
Yep, he agreed with me though, because you were wrong. At least that was my assumption, and so I'm sticking with it. Chris,
That
how's
is
it going,
quite all
brother?
right.
From Pittsburgh, PA. Austin Braswell thanking us for the stream. Thank you for all you do, buddy.
Actually, that's Pittsburgh, Kansas. There, Sean.
I hope so, because that'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? I highly doubt it is, but
I
there is a
totally thought
Pittsburgh,
about
Kansas.
that too. To be quite honest, I really thought about that. I was like, I shouldn't, I guess, assume that there's only one. There's obviously not one, but that would be really, really mean of him to just put Pittsburgh and not the state if it wasn't Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know. So you're either rude or you're in Pennsylvania.
6 mark there from Alcala.
Hey guys, don't forget, if you're leaving a comment in our Facebook chat, go ahead and hit that like button, because A to Z Darts is sponsored a live stream giveaway tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to a-zdarts.com. To enter, leave a comment in our Facebook chat and hit that like button. Best of luck to all our live Facebook viewers on that. It's fun stuff.
Hey, and I wanted to also say appreciation to Partners Promoting Darts. Without them, guys, this wouldn't be happening. They're the main producer of this. We just put on the production for it and try to put on a good show. So, wanted to reiterate that one. As some people say, thanks USA Darts without thinking the PPD as well. We want to make sure they get a little love.
5.60 from Terry here in this leg. This is. So far, it's looking like Terry can kind of raise his game a little bit more than Kicks can early on. Would you say that's the case?
I don't know. It's hard to judge right now. I mean, you're gonna have your good legs. You're gonna have your moments of dullness or the roller coaster ride.
Like that right there.
Exactly. And it just takes one little round to kind of readjust the confidence level. As there's a little push from Alcala, see?
I'm interested here in what the chat thinks of Alcala's. He's just closing, right? Like, so he's just getting enough to get the point lead, and then he's closing, and it's bringing in shots like this for Terry, where now he takes back control real quick. I would not have liked that second dart at the 18, if I'm being honest with you.
From Francisco?
Yeah, I wanted to see him on the 16s again.
You would argue the fact that he wasn't high enough on the points, but
it just looks like he automatically hits bowls when he shoots at him. Like, it's kind of gross. How about Miss Olivia in the chat saying hello?
Just looked down, saw the same thing, and Aaron Ham as well, saying best of luck to both.
Yeah, Aaron Ham already won his first round match here in Division 2. He is our defending Division 2 champ. So, and shockingly, if you look at the list of averages, he's probably in the bottom third on that list, and he's our defending champion. I mean, it tells you kind of where we're at. The bottom person, the 4.20, is Chris Watson, a Division 2 champion. And then you look in the top 8, and you have Daryl Cortez, who he double dipped, who Chris Watson double dipped there a couple seasons ago in season 2. And I did not mean to repeat that twice. Boom, there it is for Franny. Gets it done there. Sorry, I had a really, really close friend in college. His name was Francisco, and I called him Franny. So sorry about that. I'm sure you hate that. My bad.
Kicks is going to be hating you for a little while, my man, as people are going to be calling him Franny from now on. So, Franny it is the rest of the night. Sorry, buddy.
Nope. Kicks, don't kicks me out of the booth, please.
Oh, you're done. You're done. Big Trip 20 opener. Let's see if he can just continue on here.
There you go.
I was about to say, I don't know about that one.
Stuff's happening here that's interesting, right? That's questionable from both guys, and I love it. I love every second of this, because this is why cricket is the premier game. This is chess.
Adam Saveda lets you know you're in luck. He's already getting called Franny, but some other people are in the Phoenix area are saying, "Oh no."
Sorry about that. That's my bad.
It's too funny. That is too funny.
How about Ryan watching from my own dart league? Good luck, fellas. That's awesome. You love to see it.
6 mark there from Kicks. See
Johnny
what Terry
Jenkins, how
has
you
to
doing, sir?
answer.
And how about Jason Watt in the chat? What's up, brother?
You mean
Good to see-
Tiny?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
I'm talking about the tall one.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't know if he's got a nickname. Did I mean BDG or something like that?
Well, he has an alter ego.
It's
But
Tiny.
But when it's Jason Watt is his name, it's Jason Watt.
See what Terry produces here. Needs another one. Needs a big triple,
Big
and
dart.
he gets it. Yeah, good last dart.
Man, this is just a good. They're just throwing jabs at each other, right? Like there's no knockout punches yet. They're not even throwing really like hard hits at each other yet. They're just jabbing. One-to-one scoreline here early in this match. And let me tell you, Francisco, I asked him earlier today just a funny dart story, if he had one. And he said he was playing with Mike Scarborough in doubles. And the guy missed the game-winning shot. All Francisco had to do was, just easy double bull, trip 15, right? And so Francisco looks back at Mike and he goes, "Mike, I got you, buddy." Goes up there, double bull, trip 16.
Like
So
it's easy.
he shot at the wrong triple, and well, he said that was a funny story, so he must have a good sense of humor about it.
Oh, that one's too funny. I mean, we've all shot at the wrong one occasionally before. I mean, I've been guilty of it.
Oh,
How about that?
I don't hit the first double bull, so I don't have to worry about that.
Big 7 mark there from Kicks.
We're starting to see some punches thrown. See if Terry stays right there. He does, but not enough for the point lead. I just want to buy Kicks' throw. Like, can I just buy it? That's all. I just want to buy it. It's like a smoother Stephen Bunting type of throw. Like there's without the flick. It's more the natural movement of the arm. It's good. How about this? Hunter Van Beek in the chat, and he's I think doing a little bit of scouting because he plays the winner of this one.
Maybe he is doing a little bit of scouting. I think we do get a lot of individuals that take a peek in here, see how individuals are throwing, just to keep an eye on things. But yeah, that's definitely one individual who needs to keep his eye on this match. That's his awaiting match, his next go.
Man, you are a wordsmith. I'm telling you what.
Wordsmith. I'm terrible right now. Shut your mouth.
I just opened up the door. You're allowed to make fun of me too.
Oh, don't worry. I made fun of your receding hairline last time, so we'll let it go. We'll let it go. As Kicks throws a nice 4.67 there.
Yeah, that'll work. And well, I've already missed the boat on writing down those averages, that's for sure.
Hey, you know what else works? Rogaine. You should probably use some.
You're telling me, bud. You know who else? You know what else works? Hats. So that's what we're both doing. I think you're trying to hide the fact that your hair's going away. It's usually luscious and faux hawkish. So,
but the hat is just so beautiful. The USA Darts hat that you can actually find online for sale.
Yeah,
that's kind of a dig, I think. But whatever. I have a one-of-a-kind hat. Deal with it. All right, Kicks. Looking to start off
darts.
7 mark there. Isn't it ironic that we've had 1 9 mark so far and I missed it?
Yeah, it is. Even when I led you in, and you didn't even realize what I was doing, even though that's the only time I lead you in.
But you crushed
that. There you go.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Terry Dalton. Getting his first one on the board. Shut up, Nick.
You spoke it into existence there, buddy. You spoke it into existence.
Well, you started making fun of my hair, and I get angry and inaccurate. All right, Terry, stepping back up. Terry is actually a truck driver. So he travels around, well, at least his area, doing that. That's from Facebook Stalk. So, don't hold me to it.
For last start savior, just a single 20 there. So 2 marks on the board for kicks. Terry with an opportunity.
And 20, there it goes. Gets the job done, and the cheering section behind him. I don't know if I saw Brent Baker back there. I feel like I might have. He was the South 94 Bistro, just firecracker. Was it last season? 2 seasons ago?
Ooh, I can't remember. Look at that crowd.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, and that's the support you get at South 94 Bistro.
Well, I think that is Brent. Yeah, that is Brent Baker.
Yep.
That is.
The backwards hat?
Yep, that is him.
Gosh, man. Angry and accurate. See what Kicks can do. He needs to get angry and accurate, and he's going that route. Gets the first 6. Oh, wires it. I lit the fuse and everything. Jacqueline says, definitely Baker. How about this? Terry. Oh, just shorts it. And you could tell when he released it, he knew it was a little bit short.
Hey, I want to try something our next go around. If you can make this happen, Nick, at the old bistro. Put that eye on the crowd for me, please, and let's see how many of you viewers are tuning in from the bistro. Let's get some hands in the air if you're tuning in from the bistro. What do you say?
Yeah, wave them around like you just don't care. Oh, look, all of them. It's the whole crowd.
Oh no, that could have been because of the great shot. Keep them up in the air if you're turning in. Keep them up in the air. We'll do it for bull shooters as well.
That timing, I'm dead. Like.
So nobody. Okay. All righty. There's one. Right. There's one. All righty. Woohoo.
She's laughing now too. Sorry about that. Terry going for the win right here. Oh, and just wires the double bull. And that gave him a 15 on that last dart, so he's going to have to back it up.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
Yeah, Dez is the one in there saying the stream audio is too far behind for us to participate. Yeah, I knew that. That's why it was so funny when he said, let's see those hands, and then immediately the great shot there. Put all those hands up in the air. It was so funny. So the timing for me was hilarious.
Yeah, we're actually, I think Facebook does like 15 seconds the difference. So technically live is 15 seconds before you're seeing it, but I was maybe hoping they would kind of keep their hands up. I mean, come on, guys. A little wave action, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Mike Redmond is in the chat saying Brent Baker with the laughy faces and the eye rolls. I believe that was his opponent when Brent played him there. And I believe Mike is at bull shooter, most likely. I know he played out of there when he played the CSC Challenger Series. Terry thought that one was in. That was off by a good couple dots there, Terry.
Going way over to the other side now. Can't quite put it in.
That's a good point, though. Yep, and Francisco just unable to do a whole lot there. There we go. To tie it up 2-2. He just keeps pointing. Oh, man. Uh-oh. You know who's kicking himself right now is Francisco.
Yeah. Meh. He kind of feels defeated in this leg, but yeah, if he would have
If he hits a
grabbed
few
a
more
couple
bulls
more,
there, if he
yeah.
did that, big 5 mark on the bulls, and Terry's like, oh, make it look so easy, Francisco. Oh. So see if you can get it done. Oh, that's a beautiful dart.
Yeah, one dart needed for the
Yep.
bull. Got it.
You see it happen all the time where sometimes throwing the trip first really just ease you back into being able to hit that bull if you fall short a couple times. So 2-2 score line as we head to leg number 5. Terry or Francisco? All right, you've seen them play 2 legs apiece, chat. Who do you have? Who do you have in this one? Let us know.
That's
Put
the
the
ultimate.
final score prediction and the player who's winning. Doing so and hitting the like button will automatically enter you into tonight's live stream giveaway. We're not giving you away. We're going to give something away to you potentially. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. To enter, just leave a comment in our Facebook chat and hit that like button. Like I saved it. That's good, right?
That was a good save. That was
I
a
missed
great
the boom
save.
goes the dynamite there from Francisco, though, because every time I'm reading something on the script, someone hits a 9 mark. That's how it happens.
How about the giveaway from A2ZDarts.com? That good old $15 gift certificate. Gotta love that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like straight cash.
Couple big trip 18s there. Almost said 16s. Whoopsies.
I love when Heather in the chat bosses me around.
Me and Heather just became best friends today on Facebook.
Oh yeah, is it because you guys are both yell at me equally?
Yep.
I like it. I said it. I said it before I saw your comment. Just so you know.
Maybe if your forehead didn't glare so much.
First of all, I'm wearing a hat, so it's an inappropriate statement tonight. Most time it's appropriate. Nice double bowl there from Francisco. It is always perfect when you throw it and hit it. And your name's not Mike Maloney. Otherwise, kind of stupid.
I think I had a double take as well as Nick in the background. He thought you said double bull, and he was like, "Wait, what?"
Did I say double bowl?
No, you said double though, and it sounded like double
Oh.
bull.
Cool.
Sid Justice asking who is going to be playing on Monday. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Johnny Lackey and Austin Braswell duking it out for Division 1. Division 2, we will see once this week finishes up.
Yeah, we don't really know who's going to be the next on the stream until we kind of look at who potentially the matchup could be. So, never know who's going to get the upset. But Mike Maloney saying the double is catching on. You know what, bud? We are seeing a lot more double attempts now.
That's horrific. And I'm saying horrific with an H, not terrific with a T.
Well,
So you know.
it's terrific, especially on those doubles that you practice so much, like the double 16, double 18, double 20. I mean,
Yeah, because you're throwing at those all the time in cricket, not the triple or anything.
if you're not playing cricket, if you're playing some 0-1 in the mix too, because let's be honest, darts is darts, whether it's cricket or 0-1.
Can you miss up and down if you shoot at the triple? Can you miss on missing the big number? Up or down?
Yep,
You can
up
do
or
it
down.
side to side on both easily. But what about the double? Can you miss up and be fine? I'm just curious. Like
Nope,
that's
can't.
the simplicity of it, right? Now, if you're Mike Maloney, you expect to hit either that bottom wire or below because you're shooting at that exact spot because you know that it's a risky shot. So he can pull it off. I'm not saying that it's a dumb move for him to do, but for most
For
amateur
skill level,
players,
yes.
it's not the shot.
For skill level, yes, depending on skill level. Ooh, good shot there from
How about a
Alcala.
5.13 average? As we are arguing, he was just doing damage to the dartboard. Started off with a 9 mark and Never looked back in that leg. That is the leg of the match so far.
Got a question for you boys here. One main difference between Terry and Francisco. One is playing with headphones, which is kicks, and Terry is not. What's your guys' stance on playing matches like this with headphones?
I think that you do what you always do. So, and that's the same way with warm-ups. If you're a person who shows up to the bar 15 minutes before league night, show up to the bar 15 minutes before your match tonight. If you're a person who wears headphones, wear headphones. If you don't wear headphones and you love people cheering behind you and it's going to give you energy, don't put in those headphones. It's whatever is comfortable for you is what you should be doing. You should be wearing what you always wear, doing what you're always doing. That's your best chance to win.
My stance is don't wear them at all.
Here we go.
There's just events you can't play with them on, so why put yourself in a predicament where you're used to something and then you got to switch it up? Just don't get used to it at all. Just don't play with them. Same as like a hat. I have the same feeling of when you go to a national qualifier or an event that you can't wear a hat in. Can be difficult. Can be difficult. Well, how about this?
It's not difficult. Darts for Francisco, it seems like. He's just turned it on a whole new level. He's, I think, relaxed. He's loose now. I didn't think his throw could get prettier, but it looks even smoother than it did before. Didn't know that was possible. What do you think, bud?
I'm going to have to absolutely agree with you there. And like I said earlier on, talking with him in his interview, he came off like he was a little nervous to play on the stream. And now he's really just settling in, finding his gear and showing, hey, I'm really here to compete. And Terry is kind of starting to feel the heat a little bit because early on, even though it was 2-2, I want to say Terry looked like the more dominant player and the tables are turning very quickly.
Yeah, Francisco scrapped out 2 legs early. And now he seems to have settled down a lot. Will, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just about to say, yeah, it kind of looks like the tables are turning in Francisco's favor. I mean, but we all have some down legs here or there. Terry is not throwing in the 4s; he's throwing a 3-6. But granted, Francisco's in that 5-6 range, so there's definitely a difference there. But I think you just gotta you're gonna ride the roller coaster ride. I always say that. There's ups, there's downs, there's turns, there's dives. It's a match. It's a long format cricket match.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
And we kind of knew that first leg, right? They went all 20 rounds to start off the match. Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series starts off with a 20-rounder where they're both over 1,000 points. That's how it's going to be. Like that is Division 2 in a nutshell. They're going to be drag out and knockout, brutal, split decision matches. And I cannot wait for every single week moving forward.
Just double checking here. It looks like before we go potentially to a break. So they maybe thought that we were going to a break. Not yet. We got one more leg here, fellas. So we'll go right forth with it. But man, I love Francisco's throw, but every time I look at him, I'm waiting for that hesitation of Danny Baggish just because I assume it's Danny just looking at him.
All right, Terry loosens up the left shoulder and is ready to go. That is a tough first start for him because that was basically blocking the 20s from him.
Yeah,
That's a move.
Yeah, very difficult task there.
The score is 4-2 Francisco. And how about that? He's on autopilot right now, man.
I had to double take at that one there. I guess I missed the second dart of Terry. I was like, how's he get 19 on the board? Yeah, I just mistook. Yep. But yeah, I mean, that's always the troublesome deal is when you hit that dreaded first start, like in the most awkward spot on the 20 bed playing cricket, because there's just no way. You try to go left, you try to go right. It's just awkward.
Well, that's why it is important to have in your game the ability to move on the line and shoot at the same target. I know you do that quite well. I do that a lot. It looks like Terry, he sets up a little bit off kilter anyway, and I think he just prefers to be that in that spot for every dart. And how about that? Boom goes the dynamite there for Terry Dalton. And he has the firepower. Francisco just right now with the consistency a little bit. 7.0 is pretty decent, if we're being honest.
Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Okay, buddy.
He just flicks it. Just flicks the wrist forward, and so pretty.
Cisco putting Terry's back up against the wall potentially as we getting ready to head into our break. Could he go up 5-2?
Look at this.
It's looking promising. It's looking promising.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Francisco Alcala. And number 6 for the evening. Or is it number 5? Cool. Good talk. And you only get 2 seconds to answer me, or else I just move on.
You just move on. You just go on. I was actually waiting Nick's reply on that one, but
I know. That's what I was looking at anyway. But Francisco for the win of the leg to make it 5-2, and it was 2-1 Terry. Remember that?
It was 2-1 Terry, but since it's been a
6.20.
How about these last 3 legs? 5.13, 5.17, 6.1 or 6.2. That's impressive.
Let's mention this right before the break, right? I am on Facebook. I see Francisco post. He's in Division 2, and all below is a whole bunch of friends, dart friends, that are like, "What, did your shoulder fall off or something? What are you doing in Division 2?" And one of them called a sandbagger, blah blah blah. Like, apparently they were not joking. This guy can play darts, man.
He can play. He can definitely play. Apparently, for Mike Maloney, he's an old school player that can just turn it on at any point. So we'll see if Kicks, aka Franny, as Sean Green calls him,
Nope.
can continue his excellence here. We'll see. Don't go anywhere, as we got a couple interviews for you. William Stewart here alongside me, Mr. Sean Green, and Nick Teixeira in the background. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere, guys.
My name is Francisco Kicks Alcala. I'm playing out of Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona, and my vending company is Koi Vending.
Well, Kicks, welcome to the CSC Challenger Series for the first match of Division 2 this season against Terry Dalton. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. A little excited to get this started. So kind of like stressing because it's my first match ever playing in this event. So.
Well, we're excited to have you on our show this evening. For the people that are going to be watching you for the first time, can you tell us about how long you've been playing darts and kind of what got you into the game?
I've been playing off and on for about 20 years-ish. Obviously, everyone, like Maloney, him and I talk back and forth. Took about 2 years off because of the COVID stuff. But I've been playing around 20 years. My older brother got me actually into it. He's like, "Hey, Kicks, come play darts with me. It's really cool." He's the one that got me into it. His name's Ted Martinez.
Your match tonight, Terry Dalton. What's your game plan going into this? How do you come out on top?
I want to say the good thing about it, I don't know that much about him. Probably the same vice versa. But like I said, off and on for playing a long time, I've always had that mentality, just like, hey, just bring your darts and see what happens, but have a good time doing it.
Well, I know a lot of people are going to be supporting, especially Arizona, because Chris Watson in the past has won out of Bull Shooters. So you're kind of trying to make sure the title stays in that area, wouldn't you say?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's one of my top things to do, is just keep it here in Arizona if possible.
And then, so let's say it's a couple of weeks from now, the finals just took place and you come out on top. What would you use that prize money for?
Honestly, just like everyone else in this, just catching up on bills or using it to get you ahead in life, because it is a crazy time right now.
You're absolutely right on that front. Well, what do you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Hopefully I'm able to represent you guys good tonight. Just keep throwing darts, having a good time. Just thank you for all the support you've been giving me for the past week.
Well, we're really excited to see what Francisco Kicks Alcala brings to the table going up against Terry Dalton in their CSC debuts, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Kicks Alcala, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
So when you buy the hub, you're only going to get a power cable, a bracket to mount the hub to the wall, and a spring bracket for the back of your dartboard, which is going to lock into the hub. And to lock your board into place, you start by aligning the 18, essentially where the 20 should be. It'll fit right in, and you just turn clockwise. And you're going to have like a degree or two to kind of play with to make sure that that 20 is dead center. You can obviously start immediately with whatever steel tip dartboard you have at home. I went and grabbed a brand new Target Aspar board just because I think the mounting the spring bracket to the back of the board is the trickiest part of this entire system. So I just wanted a fresh new board before we went through all the hassle of it. But the beauty of the mod system is you don't have to buy everything. It's all sold separately. So you just start with the hub as your foundation, utilize whatever you have at home, and then down the road you can piece everything together or upgrade things over time to fully customize.
My name's Terry Dalton. I shoot out of South 94 Bistro, and I play out of Playmore.
Well, Terry Dalton, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the CSC Challenger Series here. This is going to be our first match of Division 2 this season, and we're excited to have you on our show here. For those watching you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about how you got into darts and how long you've been playing?
Yeah, my mother-in-law got me into it 22 years ago.
Now, Division 2 this season has the tightest average spread we have ever seen in it, with the bottom average being around a 4.2 and the top being around a 4.4. Do you feel like anybody has a good chance to win it this season?
Oh, yeah. I feel anybody got a good chance as long as they're having fun with it.
And that's all it's about, right? Well, tonight, you're going to have your chance of having some fun with it with your match against Francisco. What do you think you need to do to come out on top tonight?
I got to stay focused.
And then with that long format, I mean, it's a race to 9. Staying focused is a hard part about it. I mean, do you plan on trying to get the jump early, or what's going to be your mindset as far as trying to put pressure on your opponent?
Oh, yeah, you got to always start off with putting the jump out early on him. Make him chase you.
Now, at the end of the season, there's a lot of money on the line here. Let's just say it's fast forward a few weeks from now, and you happen to come out on top. What do you plan on using that prize money for?
I'm going to take my wife out.
And then, now, playing on the stream, do you feel like you're going to have any added pressure with people watching along?
No, not at all. I think it's going to be fun and exciting.
Well, we're excited to see that as well. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yeah, just join in and hope I come out on top.
Well, we're excited to see what Terry Dalton brings to the table on our first match of the season for the CSC Challenger Series Season 4. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Terry Dalton, and you're watching the CSC Series Challenge.
Welcome back once again, folks, as we are here for Terry Dalton taking on Francisco Alcala. So this is a great match so far. I mean, Terry's been hanging in there every leg of the way, but the last 3 legs have been in Francisco's favor, throwing a 5.13, 5.17, a 6.2. So I'm sure Terry's been sitting there hitting that board as we've been sitting here chatting in the background and listening to these interviews. What do you say, Sean?
Oh man, I hate to do this to you, but Nick never hit the button for you to start talking. So that intro was great, but you're gonna have to redo that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're fine.
I was trying to get you. It was great, bud. I think I freaked out both of you at the same time perfectly. Listen, I'm excited for the second half of this. It's 5-2. What a swing of events here for Francisco. He routed off 4 straight legs here, including those 3 highest average legs. Whoa, that's That's a cool transfer every time. But here's the look at Francisco. Guys, it's a race to 9. There's still so much time left in this. But the matches have been lopsided here in week 1 at the break. 6-1 and 5-2 now.
We'll see if it holds out this way, or see if Terry can hit the gas. I think he's going to hit the gas here. Let's see. Likes the 17s. Over the 18s, as you may see here if you've been hanging around with us for the start of this one.
What do you guys think the odds are that Francisco's going to message me after the match and be like, Franny, ...
Oh, it's 10 out of 10, buddy. It's happening.
That's
If
really
not him, somebody
fine.
else. Hey, you know, that's
Your
quite
answer's
all right,
incorrect.
buddy.
You put it in the improper format. How about Fargo, North Dakota, representing with Darren Peasley, good old Mike Carter, CSC Series Challenge, calling out his buddy.
Jeff McMahon, good as well.
Yeah. How about Jeff McMahon? Does great work with his company, and he's on our team of the CDC for this season. So I'm excited to work even closer to him. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, should be a fun for the CDC this year for you guys, as that's a big 9 mark.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Francisco, and he's turned it on now, man. But Terry backing it up with one of his own. How about that? Boom goes the dynamite. Woo!
Getting hypey as Sean Green.
Miss Alvanita, please don't do that. Please. And it's Frannie, because that's cuter. Neither of you guys were listening to me when I said that, because that was gold. You missed it.
Not gold at all.
You got to be on your toes when I'm speaking, because everything I say is funny.
I don't know, sir. Don't know about that.
It's either funny or accurate.
So thinking about things here.
What does he do here?
Do you take a shot at the double?
I do. Just because I know Francisco will shoot the double. And he does. Yep. There it is. And hits it. That's a big dart, man. It's a big dart in that moment. That is a confident dart. Tells you exactly how he's feeling. And that's with Terry throwing a lot at him. Oh, wires it for a 6 mark, but whoo.
Back and forth still, but advantage kicks here. If he can just go 3 fats on the 16s potentially. So I think what he's going to have to do, he kind of takes a guess at going at the 19s. Yeah, stays right there.
He just hated that he had to waste that third dart at the 16. That's what that was. That was a disgust step back. Been there, done that. It's like, oh, I have an opportunity to pull it away, but nope, not going to do that. Now I'm just going to do the bare minimum here. I'm just calling it the bare minimum. And then you, of course, miss the third dart half the time if you're me. So then it's not even the bare minimum, and you cry. Nice 5 mark there for Francisco. In complete control of this leg to make it 6-2. What does Terry have to do to turn this around, bud?
Really just got to take it one dart at a time, one leg at a time. You just got to refocus here. If you can, that doesn't help. He's got to kind of readjust now. But yeah, you just got to take a drink of water.
Wow, what a dart. Sorry, that was the complete opposite side of where he stands at the line. So that was an awesome dart.
Yeah, it really was. That was a fantastic dart right there.
But Francisco just going to yawn his way into, oh, nope. Wires dart 2. And he's just given Terry winning darts. Here you go, Terry.
Take it if you wish.
He does not. But he's going to step back over again. Anything I can do better the second time around. That's not a single 6. That is a bullseye, and he's going to have to mark that somehow, some way. can't do it right this second. So you just gotta pray that it doesn't fall out when you throw this third dart.
Did you see that there from Terry?
There
He
you
kind of looked to Brent
Yep.
for a second and asked his thoughts.
Yep. Nope, he didn't do it right. You didn't do it right, Terry. He's not gonna like that. You see what happened?
I did not see what happened because I was just confused when you said, you didn't do it, Terry.
Well, it didn't matter. Let's be honest
Yeah.
there. Francisco just made that look way too easy. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna wait an extra 30 seconds just to throw in this dagger here. You can back it up all you want.
Continuing his form, 5.19 there.
Yeah, he's now well above his average, which is where you need to be in the CSC Challenger Series. And it's can you be consistent with it for long enough? 3 legs is still a long way away from finish line. It's almost like if you're playing a typical a normal long format in bunny years tournament, it's usually a race to 3 in the winner's side. So this is almost like a whole new match. Now just getting started for Francisco is how it would feel in a typical race to 3 format.
Terry going right after the 19s, closes those. Over to the 17s, closes those. And
a white horse there for Terry Dalton. TD getting the TNT to boom right there. I wish Will listened to me when I spoke.
I did, and I didn't like any part of that TNT reference. It was just kind of, good effort, not really.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. Hey, Mark Rose in our chat. Mark, good to see you, bud.
Yeah, good quality shot out of Washington. Big trip 15. Another one would do him nicely.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know about that one myself, but
I'm not even going to begin to try to guess what his thoughts were on that one, but I'm sure they were the right thoughts. Like I feel like he just played chess there, you know?
Yeah, and then that's the thing about it. It's like, okay, he played chess. Did Terry go ahead and close out? Yes, he went ahead and closed out the 15. So the downside is he wasn't ahead in points. So it's not like he gave himself an opportunity to close out everything this go around. So just lecture the bull with the last dart.
Yeah. Well, okay. Terry's just like, all right, I'll just do whatever I want and win the game. 5.0 there for Terry Dalton. There's no thoughts needed when you just throw perfect. Why can't we just throw perfect? I mean, no thoughts. 6-3 scoreline, and he will go first again in this leg with our PPD player advantage rule. So they got to make sure to make that adjustment. They did not. So oopsies. Rookies, I tell you. Well, for those of you in the chat who don't like the PPD player advantage rule, guess what? We'll just do what we want. Whatever the players want to do. So you guys win tonight. Those of you who don't like that PPD player advantage rule. But next time,
Terry's going to go ahead and let him know. So you can go ahead and make the adjustment here, potentially.
Tyler Gates, what's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Nope. I'm telling you, it's too late, right? It's that beautiful moment in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle where he forgets his keys and then they turn back towards the door and he says, "No, we've gone too far," and they're like 10 steps outside the door. You know, it's a beautiful moment that everyone can relate to. Cameron Botho in the chat, what's up, brother? Mike Maloney saying we should make that rule go away with a smiley face. Well, if you just, don't party too hardy in the middle during the break, bad things don't happen.
I think we're getting everything situated here.
Yeah, now they're trying to back it up all the way and do all that fun stuff. We'll see what happens here. I'm just interested. I know Nick's freaking out.
Nick is kind of shaking around in the background, wondering what's going on, frantically grabbing his phone. So
Yeah, I think that they are. Well, listen, I'm not even just gonna guess.
we may just have a minute to wait here as we get the board set up. So might as well kick it to us just to look at our ugly mugs.
All right. Well, how's
That
everybody
guy
doing?
in particular.
Who?
Just you.
Who?
Just you. Just you.
Me? No, I have a face for radio, brother. Listen, we'll talk about a great first part of the match. We're getting into now a little bit of a rule situation. Going to figure that one out, which we don't have to do it, so that's great.
Yeah, they may be forced us to play it out.
I love when like the chat treats us like the referees. Like, oh, you gotta tell them this stuff. Like, well, we can't do more than just be live. So they're either watching it or not. But I know that there's someone on call for tonight for the PPD, so I'm sure Carly, Kayla, others to be named. We'll figure that all out pretty quickly. Ideally.
Yeah. Ideally, we should. I think actually a couple people were watching already, as I heard some good feedback from the PPD already, saying you guys are doing such a great job. So appreciate that from the PPD. But yeah, just hang on just a minute here. Our scoreline currently 6-2 in favor of Francisco. Or sorry, 6-3 in favor of Francisco. My apologies there, as I didn't want to skip out one leg on Terry. But been a good match so far. We'll see if it can hang two.
It has, and you have the average difference is of 0.10, right? Going into this, their league average that they're consistently throwing multiple times over and over again. And I don't know if I'm the one that's freezing or whatever, but I'm gonna figure it out. So there's only a 0.26 MPR difference between 1 and 32 in Division 2. Guys, every week it's just who's going to be the better darter, who might have the better strategy on the night, who doesn't throw the dumb dart at the wrong time could be the difference. A millimeter off could be a difference in an entire match, an entire tournament. Anything can happen in this, and that's the beauty of Division 2. Division 1 has some top dogs. Now we've already found out that a couple of those top dogs can be beat. If you're going up against John Edwards. So he must be the giant killer, I'm telling you. But yeah, it's going to be so interesting. There's so many storylines, so many.
Yeah, exactly. And we still have yet to find out how some of these individuals play. So being their first CSC Challenger Series, so we'll see. We'll see.
Let's do this. Let's speculate.
Yeah.
Who benefits from this right now? Is it either of them?
No, I think we're all kind of at a downfall here because we're slowing our momentum down. Yeah, a break is one thing, but an extended break now is another. Getting back into it, maybe a leg or two is okay, but now they're going to be feeling like they're not. That consistency is not there. Maybe there's a hiccup or two. It'll be interesting to see how we come back with this one here. So we'll see.
I'm going to throw out I just might as well make an assumption because why not? So let's make up a storyline, right? So I just think that Francisco, with the smoothness of his throw, with how he throws, might be the one who's more affected by this. He also was up in the leg, BT dubs. Had 100 points to Terry's, whatever he had, 38 points, I think, at that moment. So we'll see what happens. But hey, look at this. Let's just erase it. And here we go. Round number 1. Terry now going first, 6-3, and they have used the player advantage rule. And right away, Terry takes full advantage. 7 marks it right out the gate.
Yeah, and that's kind of a surprising little start here, honestly. I mean, that hiccup can kind of throw you off a little bit, but hey, moving right along, it's Terry Dalton.
Earlier, Sean Kanachan, there it is, said, "You have a great name, Sean," and I tend to agree with that. You don't see any Williams in there doing the same thing, except for Bill Ballmer, but he goes by Bill. He doesn't even like William.
Calm down there, buddy. Calm down there just a little bit. Sean's just okay. Solid 5 from Terry. He's looking to right the ship here and get 2 on the spin potentially.
Yeah, Ray, they were just trying to get it all figured out. It's luckily, I think what helped is having they're both at locations where CSC veterans are either watching, like Brent Baker, or possibly playing. I know that Chris Watson plays at Bull Shooters when he plays, so he's probably there. And talk about one of those cool moments we got at TOC, right? Chris Watson, just hanging out with the 3 of us. He was our 4th, and we just played a couple doubles legs. I think he was my partner. I kind of forget, but I think we lost a couple too. I must be really bad. Man, that's not a good memory anymore. I'm just kidding. We had a great time, and I love Chris because right away he's like, "Oh, you guys are like trying to play serious or something." He was just shocked. He was shocked that we had any talent whatsoever.
No, we just come on and commentate and don't know anything about the game, folks. Nothing at all.
I mean, you just have to listen to me speak, and you know that.
Well, we definitely appreciate you joining us, folks, for our CSC Challenger Series Division number 2 premiere. Lots of action coming your way, whether it be Division 1 on Monday nights or Wednesday nights here for Division number 2. Make sure you give us that like and follow so you don't miss out on any of the action here. Brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Oh, a big 6 mark from Francisco is not going to be enough. And we'll see what Terry can do. Win the leg. And Terry took full advantage of the PPD player advantage rule. That leg is a huge leg. 6-4 versus 7-3 that's a miles difference.
Well, you
Or 2
see,
legs. Yeah.
kicks there only at 3.60. Maybe
I was right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here potentially.
6-4 kicks. And it's starting to tighten up now. Now it's anyone's ball game from this point forward. 2 leg difference is really nothing here in cricket. Anything can happen. Just someone can catch hot and hit the right side of the treble, and all of a sudden it's over.
Exactly. Hang in there and see what happens next here, folks. Just a reminder, A to Z Darts are presenting you this giveaway tonight. Make sure to get entered. $15 gift certificate on offer as we see a nice
Boom goes the dynamite there for Francisco Alcala. And kicks. Just kick starting the leg with that 9.
I like it. I like that one. We did see a massive amount of 9-mark starts in our last match. Mike Maloney presenting most of those, but hey, so did Donald Spencer. He started off with some 9s as well.
Yeah, you know what? We mentioned in the match that Donald Spencer did not shoot badly at all. He shot a 4.96 average.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't throwing bad. It was just the fact that Maloney was 8 something ahead of him. He was just throwing lights out last night. I mean, Donald was right there. He was throwing good stuff, but Mike just made it seem easy.
Yeah, he was out of his mind on Monday night. I don't think he could have missed a triple if he tried to. Like he was throwing doubles often and they were hitting triples. That's how it ended up being. had to be the case because he wouldn't shoot at a triple if he only needed 2 marks. And there were at least a couple times where he did that. So bad misses, but they worked out, you know.
Terry got to find a number here and hold on. He's throwing a 6 in this one so far, but Terry Kicks just out in a dominant stance in this leg.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat a 7.0 when the 7.0 is going first.
Yep.
Or
It
ever.
sure is. Look at that.
Man, killed his average there.
Door's somewhat open here. Gotta fill it up. You gotta fill it up.
5's not going to be enough. It's not bad. It leaves the door a little bit cracked to be able to get through it later on, but that's going to take a slip from Franny. So, dang it. I gotta stop doing that. Sorry, Kicks. Oh, boy, there's the slip. That was not my fault, okay? It was not my fault.
What do you do for Terry? I think the bull is the option here. I think the bull's the option.
Well,
you have to take your first dart at it. Take 1 dart on the risk, and just in case. It looks like they are having some issues with the bull, though, so they're going to have to back it up here. But I mean, when you have a chance to go into the point advantage, 4 bulls, I mean, there's a lot of chance for deflections. Taking the shot at it, nothing wrong with that.
Well, also, just think of the swing of things when that happens. You hit 4 bulls. Okay, you hit 4 bulls. You hit that 9 mark there, that white horse there, and now all of a sudden it's a completely different game.
We'll see.
And plus, then you look so cool. He would look so cool if he did that. Which, you just have to think about too.
Big double.
There's the point lead. Ooh, look at John given his prediction. Maloney is back and going to be in the finals. It's hard to argue with that prediction right now.
Maloney has garnered a lot of hype this season. There's a lot of talk going on about putting bets on favorites and everything else like that. And Maloney is right up there with Gates as far as that conversation goes right now.
Here's going to be. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just best to ask you about that move from Kicks, going for the bull instead of points.
Yeah, and you see the frustration starting to really get into Terry. You can see Brent's like jokingly yelling at the bar owner, I think, like, what are you doing with this board? Uh-oh. Yep. Well, that's not good.
Nope, that's not. What?
Franny didn't see it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a tough situation there because if I'm Terry, I let it go because I'm so far behind the leg anyway. You just gotta. I mean, it's a 1 extra dart type of thing, and he did in the second dart too. He had the dart left in his hand. I can move on from that quickly. It's not an overall frustration. However, it does put Francisco now only 2 legs away.
Even Kicks taking a moment here to kind of readjust, blow it off. I mean, that's honestly that's a tough situation for both players right there.
Oh, for sure. Kicks didn't do that on purpose, and
yeah, you don't want to feel like you're one-upping.
No.
I'm right there with you, Melinda. She's saying I'm so confused, level. I'm a little confused as well.
And I'm right there with Randy Robinson. Says, who's Maloney? Yeah, Josh, I agree with that. It did not look like it looked like Terry did what he needed to do there, but you saw Francisco earlier when he was on, like, just autopilot the whole time. So that could have easily been the case there. He's almost looking down before he even steps to the line. He's not even looking at his opponent's screen. So, but you can see it's definitely affecting both of them early on in this leg. 2.50 and a 2.67. So who's going to just snap out of the funk? Who snaps out of it?
Exactly. That's the question here. And there's a nice 4 from Kicks, but
yeah, Jacob, he did not win the leg there. It would have just given him a brief point lead. He still was down 3 wedges. So that's why if I'm Terry, I don't even think of it. But Terry, a big round there. That was the round. That's the round that gets him right back into it.
Big round indeed. It's
But
forcing Kicks to do perfect.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Francisco. I got so excited there, I didn't even wait for you to stop talking.
You're double booming a lot tonight too. It's kind of like
Boom.
surprising me. Boom, boom.
Boom,
And
boom, boom.
That's what I was saying.
Boom,
Next
boom.
thing I know, we're gonna be getting some songs. Like
Some
the boom,
Black Eyed
boom,
Peas.
boom. Everybody say wayo.
Heyo. That was a good call there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Mike Maloney's saying, and this is, listen, there's already enough to be distracted about in darts, especially when you're playing this type of format and this long format, and it's on your brain and on your mind anyway. But to have a board misregistering constantly, absolutely, especially when the opponent has to see everything too and flag it down. It's not like it's right there in person, where you just be like, look, yep, okay. There's a little bit more to it. So I could see from Terry's perspective, absolutely making that a real frustration.
So I just want to say I was just talking with Carly there and kind of getting a more official stance on the ruling of that one, because it's at the end of the day that's going to
boom goes the dynamite.
Just because it did happen on the third dart there, and unfortunately Kicks was not able to see the waving in time. That would typically fall under the player advantage rule. Just the same reason if the dart didn't stick and counted as a triple minute, maybe wasn't. It's an unfortunate thing for sure, and we'll definitely make sure to get the board looked at before the next time the stream is there. But as it stands, the player advantage rule will hold here.
Alrighty, well, Kicks looking for the 8-4 advantage here. Potentially, we'll see if he can put this one away. Terry gonna be hoping and praying for a miss, I think. More like a no. Oh, there it is. Francisco with the 4.50 in this one. I'm beginning to frantically worry about Sean in the background. Is he okay? Is he not okay? Could he have got lost in transmission? It's not. It's kind of crazy that Sean isn't talking right now. This is the longest we've gone without Sean talking, folks.
I muted myself.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on there. I didn't hear any deep, subtle breathing from you. I was a little confused. But hey, a nice 7 mark from Terry.
No, I made a really good point, and you just started talking over me, and I was like, "What is he doing? That's rude." Didn't even acknowledge that I was speaking at the time, and then you're like, "He's still not talking," and I was saying the exact same point again. Because but anyway, let's say it for a third time. Terry, most guys are out of it right now, right? 8-4. That's a tough 5 straight thing. If I'm Terry, knowing what I know of Terry, just the brief things that I know, truck driver, hardworking, he's going to fight tooth and nail here. Francisco's going to have to win this still. Terry is not going to give it to him on a silver platter. The 6.0, we might see that for a few legs straight from Terry, if I'm honest with you.
Let's see if that can prove to be the case here. I would love to see it. San Francisco Kicks is one of those kind of more mechanical players, man. You see him kind of maneuver his way around that line, left, right, think about things before he throws a dart, even stepping back off the line before he goes back and throw his second and or third dart.
Terry's just thinking about being perfect. 8 mark right there from him, and 6.67 in this leg.
We're letting us know he's a scrapper. Well, scrapper indeed, Jacob, as he's going to be trying everything he can to stay in this match. He wants to move on the winner's side instead of start off on the loser's bracket.
Did you see Kicks there? He did a very down 110 point not shoot at the points to try to close the 5th or the 20 segment there. Terry's made him pay for that mistake. And if you're Kicks, you have to be careful here. This is like in a poker tournament, getting lucky early and often. You gain like a whole bunch of chips. And now you're like, I can play every single hand from this point forward. So you start doing some weird stuff. And next thing you know, you bust out of the tournament before the final table because of your play. That can be something that can happen when you're up this many legs in this type of format. So you do have to be careful to still do the same things that you would do every time. And I just think he wouldn't shoot the 20s there normally. But a 9 mark there he would do.
Yeah, big 9 there, but not enough to put him back or in the lead in this leg. So Terry, just a 2 to close. There's 1. There's 2 onto the bulls or points.
Shoot the double bull. Why not? There it is. That didn't misregister, did it? 5.83. And Terry just letting you know, hey, I can throw a Mike Maloney average. You know?
I'm hanging around, folks.
8 to 5. We'll see if there's alligator blood in him. And he brings it all the way back. Now that's 2 poker references back to back, just so you know.
Solid for those that enjoyed the 5 years poker was relevant in North America, and now it's kind of got replaced on the back burner
by future darts.
True.
All right, so here's where player advantage rule works. Terry is going first. This will be the last time he goes first until the last leg decider potentially, and he actually could not go first again in this match and still pull out the win. But a 2 mark start almost just says, hey, Kicks, why don't you go ahead and get us started here?
Well, last time this happened, Kick started off with a nice 7 mark to slam that door shut on the 20s.
Who has a button pusher? I haven't seen a button pusher. Have you?
I haven't seen a button pusher.
Where's Brent? I don't see Brent anymore. You got a button pusher?
No. We're not seeing a finger like quickly jab in there, right? And Brent's always up moving around. You know Brent. He does that when he plays. He walks around the whole place. He stalks that line before he gets to it.
I do want to give a shout out here while this leg is still going on to Bill from Troy Vending and TJ Lomax from Playmore for going out and making sure the boards were, the cameras were working today, and doing all that and always working with us. Thank you to all the operators that put up with my phone calls during the season to make sure all the cameras are working.
And don't forget, folks, A to Z Darts is featuring the Red Horizon range for the entire month of February. Receive a free flight pack, including 6 sets of Harrow's Velos flights. Keep in mind to tick that free gift option when you're filling up your cart as well. So you can view the rest of the Harrow's 2023 launch, including new ranges such as the Imperial Diamond, Black Knight, Toro, and the NX90. As we could see a big, I thought we were going to see a 9 there, but I think it's a smart dart. Go ahead and close that. Why not?
Absolutely.
But yeah, head back over to A to Z Darts and enjoy that Harrow's range as I'll finish up my little speech there.
Well, since we're all just trying to get paid tonight, do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series? Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They're always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website, and it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league per week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today.
Good stuff there. Terry, big trip 17.
16s?
Big
16s are
trip
gone.
16. Huge.
Huge with a capital Y. And now Francisco is going to have to pile in the 15s and not going to do enough.
Don't you dare get me started on huge, okay?
Sorry, you have a 5-second penalty every time you do the Trump voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Couldn't resist that one. All righty. Over to the 15s. Tries to close them there, and let's see.
The door is still open here for Francisco to snatch this one. Well, you can get the point lead here. I think you got to get the point lead here. With 2 bowls difference, you got to stay on the 15s. Just kidding. Do whatever you want. Well, Terry still has to close the 15, so he still has to waste a dart. There's the bull. Double bull will keep the thing going. It doesn't go. All right, 5 bowls. I just went Jerry Seinfeld there. I don't know if you guys heard that. But 5 bowls away between Francisco, Alcala, and the second round on the winner's side. You would have liked to have seen a double bull there. You can see his face.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, not going to get it. So Terry will get a look, only needing 2 bowls, and it will be 8-6. And we will not start calling it a comeback because he's been here for years. Un más, por favor. Jerry Dalton gets it. 4.44.
Well, we continue.
44-44, and it is 8-6.
We will continue on.
Well, we're not quite into the comeback, but we can say it's Bon Jovi time because he's not quite halfway there. But he is still living on that prayer to rattle off 3 more legs. Does he get it done? Does he at least win this one? Will, tell me that. Are the turntables turning?
Good they. Just 3 there.
I'm gonna start talking to the wall. Hey, wall. Do you think what? Do you think he wins this leg? What do you think? Same answer from the wall. Can you guys hear me? No. You guys really can't hear me anymore?
You got me?
Hello?
You got me?
Will or Nick, what are you doing?
No, I think this guy's messing with us is what's going on in the background.
Will, you were just straight up ignoring him. Don't try to blame this on me.
No, I'm fairly certain my headphones disconnected, and then I reconnected them because I lost you guys for a second.
Oh, I thought you were playing a joke here. I kind of leaned in on it too. I was like, I'm just gonna act like I can't hear.
No, I definitely could not hear you guys for a minute. I was
So
like,
the entire
what's going
chat's
on
like,
here?
no, we got you. No, Sean, we love you, buddy.
This is why we can't have nice things, guys. This is why we will not have nice things. Because I'm not buying you any more nice things.
Hey, every once in a while, you're gonna have a hiccup in the virtual side of things. It's bound to happen.
Alexis cheering on the comeback. You see that? Saying, let's go, Dad. I love to see things like that. Dad's trying. Now, what were you saying that was not significant.
Oh wow, I'm getting thrown underneath the bus from the PPD in general.
I love it. That is our beautiful boss, Miss Carly Griggs. You know, you got to side with the right people sometimes.
I guess so. I guess so.
And Francisco is going to look down at the double 19, I think.
Yes. No, he
Just
stays
kidding.
right there. Wow. Okay. I think he's trying to force Terry to do something special here in order to continue on with this match. Kicks just one leg away here.
Bobby, if that was the case, he would not be wearing headphones anymore. Because I say awkward things pretty much every time my mouth opens. Jason Watt calling him Franny. I'm telling you, you guys are going to get me stabbed. Not by Franny. Franny's a nice guy. I'm talking about Francisco's a nice guy. Kix is a nice guy, but Franny might not be. But there's going to be one time where I'm going to mess up someone's name and someone's going to take it personally.
Oh, this is very difficult if you're Terry. Look at those neighbors. Oh, man, and just one on the 18s. This is all in the favor of Kicks.
Yep, all he has to do is walk through the door that's opening up wider and wider every dart he throws. Ooh.
He's going to slam open that door like he's a police officer going after a fugitive. Kick it open there, Kicks.
Oh. A bit anticlimactic there. It was a good try. But way ahead now on the leg. And Terry, with every dart that's not hitting a triple, he is seeing his first round match coming to a close. You can see how he's even walking. The demeanor has changed. Has changed drastically in the last two throws. And Kicks just went back to what he did early in the match, right? He's just throwing easy, nonchalant darts that are hitting.
Well, here we go. Kicks needing just the single mark here.
And take a bow, Francisco.
There it is. There's a couple people in the background. Go ahead and clap as they were watching along here. Francisco Alcala, a.k.a. Kicks, will advance into the next round where you said he meets Hunter Van Beek, right?
Yep. And Terry, that means, will be taking on Andrew Galvan. Or Andrew Galvan. I messed up his name the other night, and he was like, it's just Galvin, man. Like, why are you trying to make it hard?
Well, just to go over a few, Jeremiah Berger coming off over a win over Jeff Burning, Brian Bowling over Mario Serra, Chris Alexander over Brandon Westover, TJ Shoemaker over Josh Lisi, an individual who kind of picked for some good runs, Randy White over Kerry Lamers, Aaron Ham over Billy Meyer, Derek Cortez over Jeffrey Johnson, Jonathan Long over Ken Ripp,
Yep.
Jason Hawkinson over Caleb Hunter, Brett Hollanday over Tyler Holmes, Larry Keith over Taylor Hedman, and Hunter Van Beek over Andrew, like you said.
Well, I'm telling you, a person that I'm keeping my eye on in this bracket just beat Ken Ripp, and Ken Ripp's one of the top averages in the Division II, and he's been throwing well recently too. Another Minnesotan.
I was going to mention that. I mean, when I scrolled by and saw Jonathan Long winning out over Ken Ripp, that was kind of surprising. Ken's a great shot, usually in our Division I. This time taking the step down to Division II. But a couple individuals have. Lavelle Sterling as well. Brett Hollanday is going to be a great shot in this Division II. That's a name to watch out for. Yep,
Randy White's going to be a dangerous one in Division II. But Jonathan Long, I'm telling you, he's a CDC card holder. At least he's been one. Knox Amusements, that upstate New York, they have some good shots up there. We saw it with Aaron Ham last season. So look for Jonathan Long to maybe make a run. Just calling it.
Alrighty, there you go. Jonathan Long is the pick for Sean Green. But how about that one, folks? That was an interesting match here. A good start to our Division II of the CSC Challenger Series. As got a little bit longer match than we did on Monday night. Always love a little bit more action, but it's going to be Kicks advancing over Terry Dalton in our round 1 of the CSC Challenger Series. Any last words from you, gentlemen?
Well, hopefully not last words, but first of all, I just want to say congratulations to Kix. He shot fantastic. Terry did really well as well. This is going to be this week, right? This Wednesday night matchup is always going to be just who's throwing better that day, who hits that right time shot 1 or 2 more times. 9-6 scoreline might be about the furthest apart we get in Division II. That's my assumption moving forward. We'll see what happens. But hey, if you're not doing anything this weekend, head on over to Indie Darts to the Point streaming on YouTube right now and Facebook, because we're going to be live streaming Indiana State dart tournament all weekend long. One of the top 3 largest in the country for Indiana State tournaments. So it's going to be a great time. We're excited for it. It's our home people. So we'll have a lot of fun. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, enjoy some darts action this weekend over on Indie Darts to the Point streaming. Should be a good show there in the Indiana area. But hey, that's going to do it for us tonight. We appreciate you joining us for our Division II coverage this evening. Come back and join us Monday night as Johnny Lackey takes on Austin Braswell in what should be a fantastic affair and maybe a call-out match as well. So from all of us here at the PPD as well as USA Darts, William Stewart here, Sean Green, as well as Nick to share in the background. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, wait for Monday. It's going to be awesome.